Hello, hello. Okay, ELA for today is going to be on idioms again. And if we were in class, we would be doing this activity where everyone gets like a choice, like random. I have these like little like mini like straws things kind of made, and everyone would get like a different idiom. And then they'd have to understand it and then represent it. And then we do these like presentations, making these banners, which are kind of cool. But we're doing something a little bit different, which is kind of, I think it's still going to be kind of an interesting thing for us to do. So I'm just going to reiterate here what an idiom is. This is kind of like I don't know, it's like cute, I guess. Okay, so when you think about the actual wording of idioms, they can create a very funny picture in your mind, which is very true. So for example, when you think about the idiom butterflies in her stomach, it doesn't really mean, so these are like metaphors, right? It doesn't really mean that the girl actually has butterflies fluttering around in her stomach. No, of course not. It's rather humorous to picture instead. Okay, so yeah, okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to basically, okay, so I'm gonna give you this banner, or you're gonna like have this banner thing. I'm gonna put them on Seesaw. Or I'll also send them to you on just like our Edmodo. And if you want to print it off and actually like draw on it, you can. So everyone's gonna have a different idiom, and then you're going to represent it with like the weird picture that like comes to your mind if someone's taking it literally, not as it's meant to be taken, which is figuratively. Okay, so it's going to be first come, first serve for whatever banner that you would like to create. Now, I was thinking that today this is like the last thing that you're kind of working on. Then I was thinking that we'd share these with each other on Thursday as kind of like one of our last things for ELA, and in combination with like sealing up the time capsule. And the more of these that are created, like it's just cooler and it's like really good learning for you guys. So, okay, so this is what it is. I'm just gonna show you the sheet here. Okay, so now what I had from like last year and like my other years is I had these all in like little tiny strips, and you guys would come and like grab a random one, and then it's like kind of like luck of the draw. In this case, it still kind of is gonna be luck of the draw in a way. So you're going to read through these, and then you're going to like call it basically like which one do you want on our Edmodo page. And then if you see that the one that you wanted is already gone, then okay, out of the running, you can't take it anymore. So there's a whole ton of them, like 2 pages of these. So I'm not going to read through them. I want you guys to read through them and then see which one you're like, oh yeah, I have a really cool idea of like what that looks like in like a silly picture kind of thing of like someone might take it literally. But yeah, but that's like but you actually have to like understand the meaning of it as well. Okay, so okay, so basically this is what you're going to get. This is what I'm going to put on Edmodo or on Seesaw also. So if you want to do it on Seesaw or you want to like actually print it out, then that's cool too. Okay, so a banner day. So what we would have done is everyone would have made one of these, and we would have like strung them around our classroom. So what you do is you write your idiom on the top line of the banner. Okay, so like cat got your tongue, whatever. Then underneath it, write a sentence correctly using the idiom. Okay, so like it could be like in speech or some way the idiom would actually be used in like everyday language. And then the last part is to illustrate it. So illustrate like the literal way that it would be taken, not the way that it's actually meant to be used in the sentence. Okay, so it's kind of like 3 things. First one, write down the idiom. Next, use the idiom, and then show it in like the funny kind of way. Okay, so that is it for today. Yeah, so it'd be cool. Like I'll make these public on Seesaw. And or if you want to print it out, or you know what, you don't even need this template, right? Like, you know what, maybe that's better. You know what, I'm not going to put this on Seesaw. Sorry, I'm changing my mind. I'm just going to if you want, what you could do is just print this if you have a printer, or it's so easy. You just like basically like draw this little flag, right? Or draw it however you want it to look, really, whatever. And then, yeah, just draw it in. Okay, and these will be fun for us to share on Thursday. Okay, so that's it for today for ELA. stay tuned, because thank you for people for sending me your self-assessments. I'll be getting your final marks to you for the letter today. And we don't have a Zoom. Okay, we don't have a Zoom today. We do have a science class at 1 o'clock. And then, sorry, one more little tiny thing. The special surprise for tomorrow that I have planned. It's better if we could do it a little bit earlier. So I'm wondering if you guys would be keen to do our final Zoom at noon. Because I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. Otherwise, I would have suggested 1 o'clock. And I don't really want us to do a Zoom at 2 o'clock, because then it's like kind of getting close to the grad by the time that we're over at 3. So I'm going to make a poll asking if you guys are cool to do our final surprise session at noon tomorrow via Zoom. Okay, so look forward to that. I'll post that on our science wall. Okay, so have fun with these idioms. And yeah, you guys just write on the ELA wall for which idiom you are calling, and then no one else can take that one. Okay, have fun.